Hey guys, Pulkit this side from Gadget Generations, and today I'm going to talk about a new flagship IM from a brand new brand based out of Hong Kong. I'm talking about Eminent Ears Ruby. The pair debuted during the Canjam Singapore, and I was lucky enough to audition the set there itself and also had a little chat with Mr. Travis Chan from Eminent Ears. He's the mind behind the pair basically, and he also told me that the inspiration for this product, as the name suggests, Ruby, it comes from jewels and they have designed this as their flagship pair, designed with 9 different drivers on each side, featuring 1 dynamic driver, 4 balanced armatures, and 4 electrostatics. At the time of this review, the pair retails for $2,300, and I would like to thank Eminent Ears for providing this sample for the review tour in India. I will be managing the tour, and the ownership of the product stays with the brand itself. Well, let's start with the design and build quality part for the pair. So here is the Ruby in my hands. It's a beautifully built product that comes with Vortex cable. Yes, Eminent Ears has joined hands with Vortex to design the cable for the Ruby, and the cable is really special. It is quite soft and is quite lightweight. It doesn't drag the pair down when you're wearing it, so the comfort is on next level. About the pair itself, the shells are a bit onto the thicker side, but we have very beautiful face covers that have different shades of red that engraved onto the face cover area in the form of flakes basically, so you get a very beautiful looking set here. On the right side we have the Eminent Ears logo, and on the left side we have Ruby written onto the set. In terms of fit and isolation, the pair sits quite comfortably for me, but I must repeat myself that the shells are a bit onto the thicker side, so people with smaller ears, they might face some kind of fit issues basically. Apart from that, there is no issues for fit or isolation for me, and the pair looks beautiful as well. The stock cable has 4.4 mm termination, and it is a Vortex cable which is quite good in quality. Now onto the drivability section. So talking about the drivability part, the Ruby is quite demanding in terms of power. So basically the set has a high impedance rating of 60 ohms as well as a low sensitivity of 103 decibels only, so you require serious amping to make the pair sound its best. In my experience, I have tested it extensively with the X2 X05 Pro along with channeling Onyx XM5. It is also quite a powerful player with 1 watts of output, over 1 watts of output. And apart from it, I have also tried the Ruby on my desktop stack with including a topping A70 Pro amplifier, and the pair scales quite nicely during all these settings. Basically, even for a portable, I need something like the XM5 that is rated like 1.1 watts, so you need serious power for the Ruby to shine and deliver its best. Now let's move ahead and we will discuss onto the sound quality part. So now talking about the sound quality part, basically I was super impressed with the Ruby when I heard it for the first time during the Canjam show in Singapore. At that event I basically heard a lot of stuff at different price points, but Ruby was one of the standout products from the entire trip for me. I actually enjoyed listening to it, and I really appreciated the brand representative at the event as well, that man, this product is a standout for me from the event. So now basically talking about the sound quality part. So the Ruby sounds really special. It has a very fun and engaging sound to itself. It captivates you with its natural coherency, with its detailed sound signature, and with its depth, the soundstage depth. It just feels massive. Maybe the thicker side of the shells helps them in producing that depth, because it just goes on and on and on, and really provides you with a massive feel. For me, the standouts for the Ruby would be the excellent sub bass. The sub bass is rumbling. It is, yes, the signature is a bit emphasized onto the sub bass section, but you can feel the thunderous sensation, and it is well controlled within the region as well. It doesn't overpowers the entire frequency band. The multiple drivers works quite well and provide you with a coherent sound signature. It doesn't feel like there are 9 different drivers working in the Ruby on each side. It just sounds like a single unit that is providing a well extended and an open sound presentation throughout a wide frequency band response. Now let's discuss the sound in different frequencies so that I can explain it better. Starting with the bass region. So the bass region has good, like I just mentioned, the bass region is a bit focused on the sub bass section. It has very thunderous and rumbling sensational feel onto the sub bass region. Tracks like Bad Guy by Billie Eilish produces that sensation quite well, and also the Limit to Your Love is also reproduced quite well onto the Ruby. The mid-bass section has quick and punchy response. There, it is well controlled within the region. You don't see any kind of leakage into the mid-range section. The mid-range section maintains good clarity and fuller vocals. The vocal presentation, both male and female vocals, have a well textured and very clear presentation. They sound crispy and well defined. Next up, the treble region. Treble region has a very open and airy presentation. I personally feel like the Ruby extends well into the treble region as well, and it is quite open. Even the busy tracks like Billie Jean by Michael Jackson or Master of Puppets by Metallica are handled quite well. There is no congestion, and each instrument can be defined quite precisely. Now onto the technicalities part. Soundstage for me is a standout part of the Ruby. It is massively deep. The depth is just goes and on and on. The depth is really good and nicely executed. Width is also quite good, so you get a very 3D feel with the Ruby. Imaging and layering is quite precise. You can actually pinpoint different instruments being played onto the stage quite precisely, and there is good definition to them as well. Timbre wise, the timbre and tonally, the Ruby maintains a very natural and organic tone to it. It feels like it is quite a we are sitting at the center of an orchestra and it is being played all around you. It is quite a captivating feel. Well, that's how I would describe the sound quality of Ruby. In my opinion, it is a very special sounding IM and probably one of the best that I have ever heard so far in the hobby. Now let's go ahead and we will discuss the pros and cons of the Ruby in the next section. So, talking about different pros and cons of the Ruby. So, first of all, I will talk about different pros. So, first of all, a highly coherent sound. Like I mentioned in the sound quality section, the Ruby sounds very coherent across the frequency band. You can there is a very complete feel to the sound with the Ruby. Next up, natural and organic timbre. Next up, sub bass. The excellent sub bass of the Ruby is phenomenal in its presentation. Next up, ultimate level of clarity throughout the frequency band. And I would also like to mention that the main attraction for me would be the soundstage and its depth. The 3D feel and that engaging sound that the Ruby produces is really worth appreciating. Now onto the cone section. First of all, primary cone. The shells are a bit on the thicker side, so people with smaller ears are definitely, they might get some issues in terms of getting a good fit. Next up, it requires a bit of juice. Yes, it requires a good source to sound its best. You need a really powerful source so that it can deliver its desired sound quality. In my opinion, the most I have enjoyed this would be on my desktop setup with the A70 Pro. And last but not the least, prices are a bit onto the TOTL level. Yes, $2,300, but you already know that when you came searching for the Eminent Ears Ruby. Well, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video about the Eminent Ears Ruby. The unit is going out on tour and I'm going to miss it for the next few months until it comes back to me. Well, that's about it. I hope you guys leave me a like on this video, and if you have any questions related to the Eminent Ears Ruby, you guys can ask me in the comment section below. Also, I just forgot to add that this pair is available on Heady-Buy website. I will be adding the link in the description section below. Heady-Buy is their official seller in the international market, and it is available for $2,300 there. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed yet. Thank you so much.